Hello everybody, I am Samuel15 the Dragon Team here, and welcome to Pokemon TCG Online Mad Dragon Wednesday, where each and every single week we take a look at an interesting deck involving the Dragon typing. I'll play a game or two with it and see whether or not it's good or not. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not so good, sometimes it might even be competitive, and other times it's just so random, so just not good that you'd be mad to even play this in a tournament, even a league challenge. And hence the name Mad Dragon Wednesday. And today we're looking at a card that got a lot of hype going into this set, and that is Kingdra. When you attach an energy card from this hand, except with an attack ability or trainer card, you may attach two energy cards. This is the growth ability, so it's not an ability, it's just own separate thing entirely. So in the attack, a Dragon Blast hits for 150 with a Bangle. You can do 180, Muscle Band, and 170. So that's just really great. It's a non-EX attacker that has all the things going for it. So why is this card bad? Why is Kingdra not that great? And it's because, well, number one, you have to discard a Water and a Lightning. It wouldn't be too bad if you only had to discard two cards, if it just said discard two energy. That would be okay. Or if you didn't have to discard anything at all, or, you know, something like that. But the fact that you have to discard a Water and a Lightning makes it bad. Because you have to attach two energy to this Pokemon each and every single turn, you cannot power up another Kingdra. And because you cannot power up another Kingdra, when this Kingdra eventually gets knocked out, you have to take a turn off from attacking to power up another Kingdra. And that's not good. And it truly is not that great. It's sad, but it's not great because of that. And it's a stage 2, and Seismitoad just goes no to it. And everyone's playing Seismitoad nowadays, so yeah. Another reason is because Kingdra, as great as it is, for like the options you can have that you are available for it, whether it be Blastoise or Medicham or even Kyogre, there's better options for its spot, and it takes up less space. For Blastoise and Medicham, there's Blackcurum. You know, Blackcurum hits for 200. Sure, it's an EX attacker, but it discards 3 energy. But at the same time, you know, I just like, yeah, it's just not that great. And for Kyogre, you could just easily play Blackcurum as well, and/or you could play the Primal, well, not Primal, but but Kyurem from Plasma Freeze as a non-EX attacker instead. Sure, it only hits for 120, 150 with the band, well, 140 with the band, 150 with a Bangle, but eventually essentially that's just not enough. I mean, you can't one-shot things with it, but at least you can like knock out minor things with Plasma Kyurem. With Kingdra, you just have to discard 2 energy, and that's just not great. You know, it has so much potential, but I just don't think it's that good right now. I think it has potential to be good at one point, but just not now. We'll play a 2-1-2 lane, because in this deck we're just having it as a backup attacker of sorts. Kaleo, same thing, but mostly for Russian retreats. With Floatstone, we play 2 of those right here. Jirachi's really good, so you can, because since this deck kind of is a little clunky, we can just kind of unclunk it out a little bit, smooth it out, and make it more consistent with 3 Ultra Ball. I would love to play more Dive Ball, but, you know, I only play 1. Maybe we should play all 4, but we're playing Kingdra anyway, so yeah. That's the thought behind there. Items, we have, of course, the 1 Dive Ball, 3 Ultra Ball. We have Tool Retriever to get rid of any pesky tools, and because, well, to take a Kyogre Spirit League from one Kyogre and put it on another. Just rearrange tools, because we also have 2 Muscle Band and a Bangle, so we can switch those around as well. That's the thought process behind there. You may want to play another Professor's Letter, because, you know, getting 2 energy out is nice, and both these Pokemon play the growth ability. And now it takes me to the Pokemon that I forgot to mention earlier. We're playing Kingdra with Primal Kyogre. playing a 3-2 line, and what Primal Kyogre does is when you attach an energy from this Pokemon, it has the same growth effect. You've hit for 4 energy, you hit for 150. So, but after 2 or 3 turns, you could essentially start attack with Primal Kyogre, and then you hit for 150, and you do 30 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon EX, and that's pretty good. The downside: move 2 energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. It's not bad, but you have to do it. You absolutely have to do it. It's not optional. You have to do it. It's just no. You attach 2 energy from this Pokemon to one of your Pokemon on the bench. That's not fun. After a while, it gets kind of awkward where you put the energy. I mean, sure, you could just streamline between 2 Primal Kyogres, but after a while you go, alright, where do I put these 2 energy? And then you can just go, alright, I'll just put them into a Kingdra. And that's the idea behind that. You would put them down to Kingdra, and eventually you can attack and get a nice knockout with that. But since it also hits for 150, sure, you can put a bangle on it. You know, no, I don't know. I don't know. I play 2 Rare Candy in here for the Kingdra line, of course. Megafilms for Garbodor, and just because it's just nice in general. 3 Ultra, 2 VS Seeker for our many supporters. We play 2 Colress, 2 Lysandra, and 4 N. That's pretty standard, along with 3 Skyla. The other standard stuff is that we want to play 3 Junior. Maybe we should play 1 more, but because of space issues and other stuff, I only play that much. We'll also play Trump Card. You suppose you could take it out, but once you attack with Kingdra enough times, you run low on energy. So yeah, thought process behind that. Perhaps you could run another Kingdra in here instead, but I don't know. Let's play Teammates, because you can get 2 of anything if like your opponent's knocked out. One of your Pokemon's knocked out. Say one of your Pokemon's knocked out, you can instantly get like, I don't know, Rare Candy Kingdra, maybe a Kyogre and a Spirit Link, whether you want to get a fresh one or not. Maybe you already have a Spirit Link with a Kyogre on it. Maybe you can get a Primal Kyogre and a Professor's Letter. Maybe Kilby with a Float Stone. Maybe you need your Stadium. I don't know. You can get anything you want here. Anything. You can get 2 of it. That's nice. 2 Trophies. We only play 2 because, you know, sure, it's really nice to heal off our Kyogre and our Seadra and Horsey lines along with the Keldeo, but it doesn't heal off these 2, the Kingdra and the Jirachi. So that kind of sucks there. Of course, we play the Kyogre Spirit Link, so we don't have to skip our turn, because even though it's Primal Reversion, it's the same thing as Mega Evolving. I don't even know why they call it Primal Reversion. They should call it Mega Evolving and just make it, yeah, that's what they should do. But whatever, 2 Muscle Man, 1 Bangle for the Kingdra, but it's optional whether or not you want to have the tools in here or not. Maybe you just take it off for more stuff, more like, maybe like another Primal Kyogre and a Spirit Link, maybe for a larger Kingdra line, maybe for another Keldeo, maybe for Rough Seas, maybe for the extra Juniper, maybe for another Die Ball. I don't know. Any of those you can get. Maybe more energy. I don't know. Let's see. We play 3 Lightning, 8 Water. We only play 3 because we only kind of need 3. You're probably not going to need more than that in the game. We also play 8 Water for Kyogre. Because, yeah. You need to attach 4, and you need to streamline here and then to another Kyogre. So yeah, let's get right into it. I want to say real quick. This deck is very clunky. This deck, it's very hard to get 2 Kyogre in play and a Kingdra in play as well. It's very hard to actually get the strategy to work. I like this deck, but I don't think this deck is very good. So I played many games with it earlier today, but trying to get a video for you guys, but I just was not able to get a good video. I'm sorry. Up until this point. If this video is not that great either, then I apologize. You have my sympathy. Let's see. My opponent's going to be starting with a Hawlucha, and that's kind of scary. Hawlucha is a very scary Pokemon to deal with right off the bat. Opponent decides to end me, and I'm kind of thankful for that. Gets teammates, gets a Jirachi. I have a teammates, Jirachi. None of this I necessarily want, I'll be honest. None of it I really want. I'm putting down the lightning there. My points are already hitting me for 90. That, ladies and gentlemen, is very scary. It's very scary. It's something you don't want to see. I'm just going to jump to ultra all this stuff away for a Keldeo, because we have Float Stone. That's the thought process behind that. Truniper. I want to maybe... Ooh. Let's dive ball for a Horsey, because I'm actually probably going to rush in. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to rush in a retreat to the Horsey, because my opponent will not be able to attack right away. I sincerely doubt my opponent's going to be able to attack with another. It's going to be able to knock out this Horsey this turn. So that's what I'm betting on there. My opponent's probably going to get another Pokemon here. Meditite. I've been seeing a lot of Medicham decks pop up out of nowhere. And that's kind of concerning, because Medicham decks do kind of beat this deck a bit. And that kind of stinks. My opponents may retreat to the Meditite and smack me for 20. But I don't know. Wait, my opponent... Wait, is he really going to do... Ah, I just got smacked for 20. Huh. Got smacked. Huh. Alright, I'm just going to Juniper here. I can just get it all back later with Trump card. At least that's the hope for that. I'm going to continue to let poor Horsey take a beating for a little bit now. Poor Horsey. Poor Horsey. What did it do to deserve this? I think my opponent will be able to knock me out here, though. My opponent would essentially just need to evolve and just hit me twice. That's essentially what my opponent would need to do here. Essentially. Will my opponent be able to do it? I do not know. Alright, I'm off to a... My opponent's Meditite will go down here, probably. Well, yeah, it will go down here. I will see to it that it will go down here. Spirit Link there. Let's get another Horsey down. Rush in. Retreat. And hit for 150. Too much damage, but that's fine. Let's put it down to here, to the Kyogre and the bench. Let's grab my prize. And that's my opponent's turn. My opponent's probably going to hit me for 90 here. That is scary. Ooh. He's got teammates here. I hate teammates. I hate when your opponent uses teammates. Your opponent just goes down, ha, teammates, and he just goes, ugh. That's your response to seeing teammates. Well, it's my response anyway. Yeah. You don't even have to show your opponent what 2 cards you have in your hand. And your opponent decides to have... Ah, great. Opponent decides to be a not so nice person. And do that. I'm just gonna start on the megaphone there. I need energy. I think that's the obvious thing. I need energy. Nuts. I'm going to rush in and retreat to the Horsey. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Retreat to the Horsey. And pass. Alright, worst case scenario, if my opponent does knock out, does feel like life-centering up my Kyogre, I can just go I can just start attacking with the other one instead. If my opponent gets a Lysander, that is a knockout. Yeah, no, that's actually not a knockout. My opponent, no, yeah, actually it is a knockout. My opponent will retreat, attack me with a few times, and yeah, Oh, my opponent's gonna Ultra Ball, probably for a Meditite. Yep. Gets the Meditite down, ends me. Probably gonna hope for a Tool. I would assume that's what my opponent's gonna try to do here. Gets the letter instead. Good for him. If I can get a letter here, that'd be nice. I can just trump card and letter. That'd just be really great right now. Opponent decides to go. You know what? You can have it. I guess that's what my opponent's probably telling me. I'm going to Rare Candy onto the Kingdra, and I'm going to end. Even though that's helping my opponent, I do not care. Alright. So I'm gonna opt not to use the growth effect. No. I will not growth. I will not use the growth. Retreat to the Horsey, and to the Kyogre. And I'm kinda... What do I do? I think I get rid of that and... This is actually very interesting what I get rid of here. Get rid of the light. I'll get rid of that, I guess. I'll give the Rough Seas out because I think that's important. I want to heal off at least 30 damage to the Kyogre. Alright. Tidal Storm. Move a Lightning and the Water to the Kyogre. Alright. That's great. Opponent's going to bring up his Hawlucha. And it's probably going to want to hit me for another 100 damage. Opponent's going to Sacred Ash here. Sacred Ash. Get it? Oh, that was not funny. Opponent just puts down another Fighting Stadium. That just goes... I'm just going, no, right about now. So I just put down one of... Just Dowsing Machine for that, and that just kind of sucks to do that. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Hulkamania is coming from you? I know that was bad. Opponent's definitely gonna hit me for 100 here. And those Medicham are getting very pumped. Hits me for 120. I'm gonna Ultra Ball here, I guess. Ultra Ball for Jirachi, even though it's gonna be a very good catcher bait. And of course, I don't have Jirachi in there because I forgot to check to see if I had Jirachi in there. Because I'm a silly head. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a silly head. Just let you know that. I want to let you know that. I'm a silly head. You guys are probably not aware of this before, but I am definitely a silly head. Great. Great English muffins. So I just kind of wasted that. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, probably should not even. That was just a waste. Waste of life. I'm just consistently just going Hawlucha. I feel like I'm facing less of a Medicham deck and more of a Hawlucha deck. Not even gonna lie, that's how I feel like right now. Am I facing a Medicham deck or a Hawlucha deck? That's how I feel. I kind of wonder what my opponent's going to do here. My opponent could hit me for 140, which actually would be a knockout. 70, 70 twice. Opponent's currently hitting me for 70, another 70 would be 140. That would be a knockout. 70. That's actually perfect knockout too. Just want to point that out. Perfect knockout. I did a little bit there. Alright then. Tidal Storm, 150. So what if my opponent knocks me out here? I still can do stuff. Alright. Opponent is definitely going to be able to knock me out here. Just promotes the other Medicham will knock me out there easily. Ugh. What is my opponent gonna VS Seeker there for? Teammates. What is my opponent even teammates for? Well, you can't see what your opponent did because it just says search your deck for 2 cards. You don't even have to show them. You can't ignore Dudley because you just got it. I'm sorry, I was spacing out a little bit there. I'm trying to figure out what my opponent was waiting for my opponent to make a turn. And it seems like my opponent is playing a Hawlucha deck. Yeah, that's what it really seems like right now. Opponent's playing not so much as a Kyogre deck, but a Hawlucha deck. Seriously, that's what it feels like right now. Hits for 70, 70. Oh, and I need something here. I'm going to put up the Kingdra. Yep, just going to put up the Kingdra. Just in case he decides to end me. I'm just going to grab a bunch of tools. Silver Bangle and the Muscle Man. I'm just grabbing it so I could, yeah, just use it. And I'm gonna pass. I would have liked to actually, I don't know, I probably would have just took the knockout there if I had an energy. The Kingdra is going down. If my opponent, that actually does matter because my Float Stone's gone now. Oh, that really does matter. That's game. That's totally game. I was about to say if my opponent gets sliced from that's game. And that's how you saw I had such a good start at first. My opponent just kept playing Hawlucha and just did not allow me to use my stadium. Just not a lot of good stuff going on for me. You know, that was just, that's how it was right there. It's truly how it was. I don't think this deck is a very good deck at all. Especially the way I made. Maybe someone can make this deck better. Maybe I'm just bad at making decks. I've been told that before. So please subscribe and all that silly stuff if you like this video, if you want further content. And see you guys on next time.